Hello, I'm Morgan Mullen. I'm from Calumet City, Illinois, which is the south suburb of Chicago, also on the border of Indiana. I came to Peoria about 10 years ago to go to Bradley University, and I graduated with a degree in graphic design. I decided to stay in Peoria to work, and I just liked the community here. I liked how welcoming everybody was and all the activities I could do without having to be in a big city environment. I decided to stay longer after working in the graphic design field to move into community health work. So I work as a HIV test counselor and harm reduction organization as well. And I also started my own business here, Mad Hat Mo, and it's an online retail business and also selling merch in person at different vending events. As a graphic designer, I moved more away from traditional mediums while I was at school, and I feel that when I came here to go to school, I actually lost a lot of creativity exploring academia and I found that after I graduated as well, when I went into a more commercial environment in graphic design through marketing and social media, that it also took away a lot of creativity that I felt I had in high school and younger. So with that being said, I decided to go more freelance and only accept projects that I felt would be more exciting and engaging for me. And also through doing that, that's the reason why I started my own business, because I wanted to explore more personal ideas and more creative pursuits than just marketing a product per se. I think my art style is more minimal and more flat. I never have used textures much in any of my artwork. I like more of a blocky look, but mixed with organic shapes as well. Through the subject matter, it is really reflective of myself and my upbringing. I don't like to take myself too seriously, even though I do have a few serious topics that I do touch on in my art. I think it's more reflective of myself as a black woman than it is of myself as a black person as a whole. It's about my life as opposed to trying to depict everyone else's life. I have a lot of different interests, so I try to show that through my merchandise and my artwork that I show in different spaces with my friends. The first artwork that I did show was actually because Alexander invited me to a show, and that was the first time I thought about that I am an artist as a professional and I can make anything that I want, not necessarily what somebody asked me to do. And so that piece was more personal to me as a black woman with different hairstyles and different feelings. But the work after that I made last year, and that has on the shirt, I also always been interested in cartoons and like different kind of art like that. And that's the reason why I wanted to start my business as well, because people feel like merchandise for some reason isn't fine art or art in general. And I feel like that's kind of where classism comes in. Like, pens that somebody bought isn't art, but if someone buys artwork off a gallery wall, it's fine art. But fine art is really anything an artist makes, and the merchandise is just more accessible to everybody else. That doesn't make it any less fine art. So, some works that I'm currently working on is actually more collaboration pieces. So with the last collection of work, which was the ice creams, it was a collection of different ice creams from our childhood as 90s kids to like go to the ice cream truck and buy a melty ice cream and see what you got or what it looked like. And that collection is still growing. So I'm working on 3 more ice creams for that. And then I wanted to include some works with my friends. So I wanted to do a collection of different merch objects to reach out to my friends that maybe haven't made a product before or wanted to adapt some of their works or projects. So I know I'm working with Alexander on a collection maybe later this year or February next year, to highlight drag and feminism in the Black community, um, and just positive body art, including in that, and that's in conjunction with Black History Month and Valentine's Day. Um, I also wanted to do a traveling collection. Um, and we haven't been able to travel that much this past year, but I've been dying to get back out there. I think I took like a 3-year hiatus now. So, looking to get back out traveling. And then, any other work? The woodblock was the most recent work. And that's a series as well, highlighting friends and family and that kind of work. It started with like card design of two sides of myself. The woodblock is highlighting Brenda because I love her, and I'm very inspired by her and her work. And I like witnessing her work and her growth throughout the years. And then there's other work highlighting Alex, and I also plan on highlighting my grandmother in that work as well. My role as a secretary in PGOBA has helped me grow my idea of doing stuff with the community. It's given me a responsibility to go out my way to reach people. It's helped me learn to deal with confrontation in a way that I usually wouldn't. And I'm not going to say in a professional way, but I just mean at all. So, and that's not just with people personally, but that's just different organizations that reach out and try to use their space maybe in not the best way that they should. Especially with the riots that happened last year, it showed how important PGOBA was to be that voice of art in relation to Black people in the community, as opposed to maybe organization that didn't have any Black members to speak on how they want to be represented in the community.